quiz time! Welcome back to Quiz Time, the place where your imagination gets tested. Would you rather 3 fantasy dream homes? In this challenge, you'll face 30 exciting questions, and you only have 8 seconds to choose between 3 fantasy dream homes. Before we start, subscribe to Quiz Time, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss our fun quizzes. All right, let's go! Choose your dream home. Castle in the clouds versus giant treehouse versus crystal palace. Where would you rather live? Dragon house versus elf house versus dwarf house. Pick your fantasy escape. Underwater house versus pirate ship house versus floating island house. Which palace do you choose? Fire Palace versus Ice Palace versus Thunder Palace. Magic or mystery? Wizard House versus Dark Wizard House versus Light Wizard House. Time to decide. Clockwork House versus Portal House versus Mirror House. Nature vibes or fantasy? Living Forest House versus Giant Stone House versus Mushroom House. Out of this world? Sky House versus Moon House versus Sun House. Future or alien tech? Robot house versus alien house versus AI smart house. Creative living? Book house versus music house versus painting house. Legendary choice? Ice Dragon Castle versus Phoenix Palace versus Griffin Palace. High or hidden? Underground house versus tower house versus floating zero gravity house. Sweet fantasy home? Candy house versus ice cream house versus cake house. Dark fantasy vibes? Vampire house versus werewolf house versus night witch house. Royal fantasy life? Ocean Kingdom house versus Desert Kingdom house versus Cloud Kingdom house. Textile living? Steampunk house versus cyberpunk house versus futuristic house. Spooky or mysterious? Ghost house versus labyrinth house versus mystery house. Extreme nature homes. Snow mountain house versus desert house versus rainforest house. Travel fantasy style. Magic train house versus airship house versus rocket house. Ancient wonders. Ancient temple house versus pyramid house versus ruins house. Light or shadow. Glass house versus shadow house versus light house. Fun-sized or giant? Cute monster house versus giant house versus mini house. Music lifestyle. Rock music house versus classical music house versus EDM music house. Warrior fantasy. Ninja house versus samurai house versus knight house. Weather fantasy. Rain cloud house versus rainbow house versus storm house. Time travel homes. Time house versus past house versus future house. Animal kingdoms. Cat kingdom house versus dog kingdom house versus dragon kingdom house. Day or night vibes. Night sky house versus sunset house versus morning sun house. Dimension madness. Small dimension house versus giant dimension house versus random dimension house. Final ultimate choice. Ultimate dream house versus random fantasy house versus secret house. Thanks for playing. Which dream home did you choose? A, B, or C? Comment your answer below. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Quiz Time for more fun challenges. See you in the next one.